Hello and welcome to the channel, or welcome back. Per usual, we're just going to jump right in. For today's reading, I am seeing someone who has been in an intentional hermit mode, someone who has taken a step back from relationships, and if not, wholly removed themselves or ended past connections, has made it a point to, I'm literally hearing the word retract, but pull back some of the energy and the effort that you're putting into reaching out to people. I'm seeing, you haven't really been interested in going out, and maybe this is um, strange for some of you. For others, I think there aren't a lot of people around you who would notice like a change in behavior if you just aren't the type of person that goes out all the time. However, there is like a kind of aversion to connecting again. I'm seeing there is currently a connection. There's a Two of Cups here in the challenged position. So there could be someone that you have an eye on, or someone that has their eye on you, but there could be little to no movement because the energy between you two is one of hesitation, is one of maybe uncertainty. I'm definitely sensing um, at least one person here feels even unsafe entering into another connection because of the past. Subconsciously there is still, we have the Five of Cups, so looking at a lot of those past disappointments, and what I'm getting from this energy specifically is someone who, whoever this person is someone who has been made to feel by past partners that there was some kind of inadequacy on their end, that they, excuse me, this could be someone that struggles with the kinds of ideas that they're not good enough. This could be someone that, feels like they really have to perform. And when I say perform, I mean like if this person doesn't feel like they are giving their all and then some in a connection, uh or this is the type of person that even if like you're cleaning the kitchen, they have to get up and help clean. They always have to be seen as doing something. They can't just let someone do for them. A lot of their early developmental years, I'm seeing, of like learning how to love was very much through doing, their usefulness to people. So if they can't do in that way, they feel kind of useless. But this person, in their past connections, I wanted to pull actually some clarifiers on what I saw here, because I'm seeing a lot of volatility with the Five of Swords, Justice, and Five of Wands. This could have been actual physical altercations, right? But what I'm hearing is just a lot of, Page of Swords and the Devil, a lot of verbal, kind of mean things. And it doesn't even have to be really like direct words. I'm seeing more someone that like is very aware of the way that even like small noises that they make would like affect someone's mood. I'm seeing someone like, make this whole kind of elaborate dinner, and their partner gets home and their partner is just like, "Oh, you made that, like I was really kind of craving whatever." And they're just kind of dismissive, or I'm seeing someone be dismissive and often just kind of making that noise with their lips where it's like, or, those kinds of things, like small things that undermine, like over time, someone's confidence and someone's uh, ability to kind of show up in that way. They felt like everything that they did didn't really matter. And I will say too, in this past connection, I think I'm seeing someone trying their hardest with this devil specifically. There would have reached a point where, this person in the relationship would have realized that there was probably, I'm seeing like a point of no return, essentially. And things got to this point because there wasn't any other way, I think, for this person to understand that they needed to leave the relationship. I think this is someone that is like so invested in their partner that this is someone that is like someone who will completely, I don't want to say ignore, but will make some excuses for someone's actions because they believe they know who they are as a person, when we're ignoring the ways that, like, the way that this person is able to show up is actively, harming the situation. So there was like a real need to step back. And a lot of this, some of you here have children. I'm seeing like in our conscious goals, some of you want to be parents, but are like very hesitant, not just because of like the state of the world, but because I'm seeing like this past relationship really, I think, put a bad taste in your mouth when it comes to your ability to rely on people. Um, and I'm even hearing like people's ability to put what is like to keep their priorities at the front of their mind. If you dealt with someone who, like, when they were having these fits of rage, um, I'm just seeing like nothing was really sacred, you know? Maybe there were like low blows and things like that happening. Things that you once trusted them with were weaponized. So much air and fire energy here. So now for many of you, I think there's a lot of confusion around what it is that you want for yourself in terms of family. Um, for some of you that want to be parents, there's even a consideration around whether or not you could be a good single parent. But what is it? What's interesting here is there's literally these two pages that are there's the Page of Swords. If you could see the spread right now, the devil is all, looking towards one side of the spread, and it's all the past things. It's all the subconscious in the past. And then to looking to the future starts with this Page of Wands, and they're looking in the complete other direction. Then we have the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, King of Swords, and the Emperor. And what I'm essentially seeing is, I feel like for a lot of you, you've also been on a type of healing journey, and one of the oracle cards that we pulled was actually from, I want to say it had to be Monday's reading. So if you haven't heard Monday's reading and this reading is resonating with you, you might want to go check that one out, because what I'm getting is someone has been attempting to heal this. I think these kinds of issues have been cropping up for you. You've been attempting to connect with this new person or even thinking about it, and a lot of these issues are arising. So what I'm getting is I'm getting it's like just a final kind of push. There's a final kind of like thought process that I think you're identifying, that we're moving beyond, that will open you up to the kinds of connections where you can actually feel safe, where you can find the types of people who will honor and respect you no matter what their mood is, genuinely. With this King of Swords and the Emperor, I'm getting, and I'm hearing too, there's this level of indecisiveness that I'm hearing about another direction that you're attempting to move towards. And it's like, and I'm getting more of a creative, like if you were thinking of picking up a hobby or doing something that's kind of a little out of the usual for you, or maybe it's something that you used to do that you want to reconnect with. I'm getting a lot of that, but there's like been uncertainty about whether or not maybe you have the time to do it, or just even just putting yourself out there. You know what I mean? If it's a more creative kind of like form of expression, there's opportunity to meet in these places. And I'm even like, for some of you to even like meet yourself on a deeper level if you go to these places, that will help you when it comes to connecting and opening up and understanding more about yourself. And I think also having a deeper appreciation for yourself. But for a lot of you, I'm seeing like there's opportunity in these spaces to connect with others, either someone specifically like romantically, or to be able to have those types of connections where it's easier and safer for you to be in community with people and kind of like slowly relax into it. Like I'm seeing someone kind of get into like a pool or a hot tub, you know what I mean, where the temperature is just different. You have to like, it's really tense at first and you have to ease your way slowly into it. There's a King of Swords and the Emperor energy. And what I'm seeing with this is there's the King of Swords is more of your energy, where and then the Emperor would come in as a divine counterpart. There is someone who I'm seeing someone who's very like blunt with their words, but someone who isn't harsh, right? This is someone who I think you have probably been used to people that are like, well, I'm just honest. You know what I mean? They say they're, just whatever, but they're really mean. Uh, this is someone who can be assertive but not aggressive. This is someone who can speak their mind without needing to hurt someone's feelings. You know what I mean? When they feel um, hurt or offended in some way, they don't need to go lower and like return the gut punch or whatever it is that they want to do. This is someone who I'm really getting that just the divine masculine, the controlled, calm, very balanced energy that is able to hold emotion and not be like swept up in the waves of it. This Ace of Cups is interesting too. I think this is someone who I think is honestly very attractive. There might be a few people that are interested in them, but they have their eye on you. And I think that's another thing I'm hearing. You're kind of like, why me? And we need to fix that. What do you mean? Why not you? I'm getting some kinds of like, if you don't feel as physically attractive, vibes, we need to get out of that mindset. But this Nine of Cups, I'm seeing there will be, and this might be right a water sign if you're used to dealing with air or fire signs. There's some Piscean energy here, but don't get caught up on the signs. I was just saying that this Nine of Cups specifically, I think this is someone that will help you foster that self-love as well. Like, this is a relationship with someone that it is safe to like not be whole with, you know what I mean? This is someone that similarly where you have the ability to kind of see through maybe what people are totally capable of and see like their true self, who they really are at their core. This person also has that ability. The difference is that they can identify when someone is wanting to put some of that to use, some of that potential, and they don't want to just sit on it and waste it. You're wanting to be better and heal yourself and be able to have healthier connections with people. And I think this is somebody that it is safe to do that with. We're going to move on to our oracle cards. I'm going to read, we'll start with 36, which is Cultivate Peace, which was the one that we got for Monday's reading. We read that and then we'll move on to number 17. Okay, Cultivate Peace. This one says, peace is possible in any given moment when you're not living in the future or the past. You're invited to unplug from your ambitions and let go of any regrets. Dwell in this moment only. Let this now have no anxiety and no shame. Both of those pesky guys, anxiety and shame, will be hanging around later, looking for attention, but you can decide, for now, to leave them outside your house of belonging. Surrender to the peace at the core of your eternal soul. Hug your heart. Submerge in a bath. Take a nap. Your peace is a friend waiting to be welcomed. I think that one definitely, if we can stop living in the past of this relationship, right? In the past of who we were in that relationship. I'm hearing to someone that's kind of beating themselves up for even having gotten themselves in that type of situation in the first place. Don't do that to yourself. There's no other way to truly learn and integrate these lessons, right, in this existence other than to experience them and overcome them. Be kind to yourself. Number 17, honor your wisdom. This one has a picture of an owl on it, if that is a special symbol to anybody. This one says, now is the time to use all that you have learned. You have more than knowledge. You have experience and the wisdom that comes from it. Don't settle for the opinions of others or enter the trap of outward approval. You already know. Listen to your body. Your heart knows the way. Your soul remembers the path. And your brain is more than equipped to see you through the steps needed to be taken. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you for today. If this reading resonated at all, feel free to let me know in the comments or drop a like, and I'll catch you guys next time, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye.